Welcome back to, we're not going to play the scenario any longer. I kind of dived into Reddit and the forums because that map is just not so much fun. There's not a lot of going on and you need to be extremely wary and need to care for, oh, do I have enough iron in the mine? Oh my goodness, it's running out. And then I read that before this newest patch, there was a cheat, basically. The developers on accident allowed you to place ornaments, and I'm not sure if you are aware, but you can place an ornament that resembles trees, and they actually count as trees. So people cheated their silver and gold medallions by building thousands of these trees, and thus they improved their sky, well, pollution. They reduced the pollution. So that was very easy, and that's no longer possible. And on top of that, of course, comes, I want to play the Grand Campaign. We have a couple new add-ons / DLCs that I bought from Season Pass 4, but we're not going to play our old save file. That's kind of botched. I mean, yes, we are the absolute monarch, ruler, titan, king, emperor, whatever. There's nobody left to bother us, and that's a bit lame. And last time when we played, when I dived back into Anno with our old save file in the campaign, I kind of forgot about the fact that we were already able to, well, visit other islands and settle anew. I thought we had to complete a certain point in this campaign, but that was not true, so that was an absolute waste. So this time we're going to start anew, probably going to take a couple 100 hours to get where we were, with a heck lot of modifications. Let's dive into it. New game. Yes, campaign. Experience the story of Anno 1800, merges into sandbox gameplay on completion. More guidance. No, less guidance. Alright, portrait. Oh, right, we can choose a portrait. What kind of portrait am I going to choose here? Themar? No, most certainly not. I mean, we're going to play with all of these, so using them as portrait would be a bit odd. Who should we be? I believe that we were this guy last time, so I can't choose that again. Well, no. You know what? We're going to be him. The Spanish... He's not exactly an Inquisitor, but I'm going to call him a Spanish Inquisitor. Right. We can have a banner. I kind of like the blue. That's not a problem. What do we have here? Club. Do I need to buy these or do we have these? Oh, we already have them. Oh, that's nice. 1404. Yeah, older annos were awesome. The White Tree of God. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was... we already had that in our last gameplay. In our last campaign, so I can't choose that one again. Why not? That looks a bit like something the police uses to people. What else do we have? I kind of like that. The horse. Why not? Let's go with the horse. Choose the color. Can we choose? Should we be able to choose two kind of colors? The logo and the banner in the background? What's our name? Our name is... I mean, we want a Portuguese or Spanish name, something along the lines of that. What could we name him? I don't want to name him Alvarez. Juan? Or Pablo something maybe? Or Eduardo. We could also name him Fernandez. Or Jose? Jose Fernandez, maybe. No, he will be... What am I going to name him? He will be Pepe. Pepe. Pepe... Iglesias. Why not? Pepe Iglesias. Additional content, yes, all of that. So, those are the DLCs you already know. And now we have Seeds of Change. Revolutionize agriculture in the New World with a modular hacienda. Expand and beautify your state, enact edicts and boost your farms with fertilizer. And we have Empire of the Skies. Take both your logistical and tactical planning to new heights with a fleet of mighty airships. Alright, of course we're going to activate all of that. Continue. Imperial Pack. Oh. Choose alternative skins for your vehicles in-game. You will be able to change these skins later. Oh, nice. Imperial Command Ship, Imperial Train, 1602 Memorial. Oh, available as an additional ornament. Does that mean that we now have that available, or do we need to buy it to make it available? I'm not going to buy one memorial. That's ridiculous. Continue. Okay, single player. Normal, advanced, expert, average, world. Yeah, so I don't really care about starting capital. I don't care about influence. I don't care about all of that. But I do care massively for I want large worlds and islands. I don't like small worlds and islands. Who likes that? Ugh. Normal, advanced, expert. So we're probably going to go custom. Difficulty preset, random seed. Large. World size, yes. Mainly large, yes. What else do we have? Island difficulty. Fertility plant. Do I want to change? Oh yes, I want to change that. I'm going to change up these people here. So mainly large, normal, plenty, archipelago. Blah. Characters. So Willy, it's time for you to leave. And Princess Queen, I mean, she's kind of nice since she's basically going to ally us often, or not. What do we have here? Who am I going to? Alonso Graves. Admiral Vicente Silva. He's an experienced, calculating and humorous conqueror. His noble upbringing and education at the finest military academies has primed him for a life in power. A staunch traditionalist, his conviction is that the crumbling empire of La Corona, in whose service he profits, will prevail against the world in rebellion. I like that. Hello there, sir. And I would like... Who else do we have? George Smith.
All I need is my goddamn walking cane.
Kind of tempted to either take George Smith or Karl Leonard von Malching.
Von Malching is the name
Malching.
on everyone's lips at society gatherings.
Repugnant industrialist fat cat, blaming his parents for allowing the once great name of von Malching to fade from view. He's ever desperate to rub up with the nobility. And of course, to pile up the gold. His philosophy is money equals reputation. Oh, the anarchist. Alright, that's a DLC, I believe. Hugo Mercier. Money equals reputation, so take some more. You want... Okay. So, we're going to bring... An anarchist? Well, anarchy might be a certain sort of order, without having order. A self-proclaimed anarchist, Dr. Messier, has created a radical new society free of the influence of the state. I mean, eventually anarchy will get some kind of order, since the orderless will begin to order themselves once certain parties or factions have dominated the rest. But if that one sticks, or if it falls back into anarchy, the problem with anarchy is that the weak get butchered, and that's a problem with a society. In a society, if you want to have a functioning society that's worth calling functioning, or functional, you want to protect the weak. And in an anarchy, you're not protecting the weak. In an anarchy, you're feeding on the weak. that strong survive and the rest just... yeah. Okay, so we have the anarchist, Dr. Hugo Messier. A self-proclaimed anarchist, Dr. Messier has created a radical new society free of the influence of the state. Formerly a champion of a student union of dentists, Messier was asked by the Queen to use his popular appeal to pacify increasing threats of revolution in her territories. Instead, Messier sided with the protesters, declaring the people's complete independence from crown authority. My goodness. Hello there, sir. Can I choose through? I'd like to have 4 characters. What about Beryl O'Mara? Was a goodly soul once, back when she believed her meek shopkeeper husband would escape the debtor's prison. He didn't. Years later, it is now her that's running the street game, with the help of her many eyes and ears. She'll invite you for tea, but don't get too cozy. That's a sawn off under the floral tablecloth. What about Lady Margaret Hunt?
To this for a long, long time.
Lady Margaret Hunt's influence cannot be overestimated. A member of the Royal Council, she is trusted by all, rarely seeking sympathy for what has unquestionably been a difficult life. After all, she was born a Harlow, with a name now synonymous with treason. But then, that was all buried long ago.
My truth is the rattle of skulls on poles.
Alonso Graves is a man disturbed. A former soldier of the Empire, war transformed his soul forever. The disdain and misanthropy within him can only momentarily be silenced by the blood of his former masters. Believing himself now to be a god, He is intent on freeing all he can from the shackles of human existence. What? It's your problem.
Oh, yes,
Who are
yes,
you?
please. We'll explore distant lands, sing songs, and press singular flowers.
Friends with almost everyone. Yeah, so... interesting, but she's going to get swept away by the other ones. So I'm kind of tempted. Let's get Lady Margaret Hunt. So that's a squadron. So we have Admiral Vincente Silva, Lady Margaret Hunt, and Dr. Hugo Messier. All right. Faction customization. Oh, pirates. Average. What does that mean? Biography cannot be changed while campaign is enabled. Isabel Samento. Okay, so we can't change that. Can I off? Hard. Okay, Jala Fortune or John escaped a life of slavery to become the leader of a fledgling nation on the isle his people call High Mountain. But his people cannot hope to grow while the Empire refuses to recognize their independence. Few allies in society, it seems John has little choice left but to fight. And Anne Harlow is the vengeful leader of the Forsaken Band, the last hooray of piracy. She was born into nobility, only to see her father, Benjamin, hanged for speaking against the king. In exile, Anne's lust to destroy the crown and social order has only grown with the arrival of a new and vulnerable queen. Yeah, let's make them hard, why not? Isabel Samento is the passionate leader of a rebellion in the new world which people call the Movement, striving for independence from old world empires. She lost her brother to the violence, but this only seems to have strengthened her resolve. She knows her people will have to fight clever if they want to build a lasting future for themselves. And we have Eli Bleakworth, a deeply resentful servant of the Crown, charged with governing Wormsway's prison, a depraved and isolated facility. Taking great pleasure in carrying out punishments, he is strict and unbending, believing the scum receive only what they deserve. Suspicious to the core, he will no doubt be keeping his beady eyes on you too. And we have Madame Kahina. To even browse Kahina's emporium can feel like a privilege, so luxurious are her exotic displays. But to Kahina, this whole enterprise is rather humdrum. A compromise for her comfort and safety, and one that seems desperately dull in comparison to the daredevil life of intrigue and prestige that she once led. Mainly large. Yeah, I don't want to change that. Potential difficulty of islands in your home region. Features, income, inactive upkeep. If enabled, factories, farms and workshops will cost a certain upkeep even when their production is paused. That's acceptable. Construction cost refunds. The quantity of construction materials and money will be refunded when you demolish a building. We don't need that, necessarily. None. Fee. No. Let's go for half. Billing relocation, trading post restocks. Normal, rare. Let's go with normal, why not? City incidents. Quest frequency. Common, normal, rare. No, I want quests. Influence. The amount of influence points gained per profile level and investor residence. Skyscraper upkeep. Starting condition. Revealed map. No. Victory condition. Oh, I can't do that. Load save. Yeah, I definitely want that one, so we have to change a bit. City incidents, quest, influence. Building relocation. What should we change here? Quest frequency. Influence is quite important. That's for sure. Skyscraper upkeep. Building relocation. Well, I'm certainly not going to change our income. That's most certainly too important. We already have them on hard. 3. I'm not going to change him out. I want the anarchist. And we should change the influence here. Well, let's go with medium influence. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of that. Alright. Done. Start the game. Can create a panorama effect to any skyscraper. The more we are like 50 hours away from skyscrapers, the more smaller skyscrapers there are around it, the stronger the effect will be. Just imagine you're giving the residents of the taller skyscrapers unobstructed views.
Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything? I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is. Dynamite fishing? You're serious? Well, the village north is always short on food. Remember when we escaped the pits back when? Still some dynamite. Just get plenty of distance on the throw.
I don't remember this. I thought we would immediately start on a specific island. Oh, it's been some time since I played this one. Sure, give me the dynamite. Let's read the letter.
You told me you had a sister. What else haven't you told me about? You never told me.
Okay, we can't read this. So let's get the fish with dynamite.
All the blistered fish they could ever want. You're just destroying coral, you clown.
Oh, that's interesting. I shot. Yeah. Yes. I thought we had to hit the specific symbol area, but of course we have to point at the place where they actually are. So that was a bit stupid.
Even more roasted.
Yeah, the same again. Yeah, I always want to shoot here, but of course we have to shoot here.
Destroying coral, you clown. Still trying to get used to that smell of char. All the blistered fish they could ever want.
I remember in the A-Team movie, in the reboot, when that German guy...
So, come show me what you got this time.
The German guy and his wife were in this lake, and our crew with the A-Team fell down from a plane in a tank. And this German guy was using dynamite to fish, and his wife called out, "Du alter cheater! You old cheater!" And then of course the A-Team shot, trying to stabilize their descent, trying to slow them down, and then of course the tank shots were in fact not the dynamite of the old grandpa. Okay, chartfish.
Ah, that burnt reek. Ugh. Hand over whatever it is and I'll help you get rid of it. Here are your tickets. Hurry, drifters. The boat is leaving soon, and nobody wants you to miss it.
So, this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it? Will you now stand by, knowing gentle father is indungeoned? It must kill him. Please come home. We need you. Is it really you, dearest sibling? I never dared hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here. It's changed now. The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
All those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. Dear father's funeral begins.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Looks like Death claimed the wrong brother.
No matter, so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself scarce.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to father. Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
Your sister reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
This is it. Ditchwater. End of the world. I hope you like it quiet.
Oh, Tale of Two Brothers. Welcome to Ditchwater, magnificent little island on the edge of the world.
Establishing a rival company on that disheveled island?
Let Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes, but if you're at all like Father, you'll look beyond appearances. We must shelter the good, loyal people who have shown solidarity with our family. We need every hand we can get if we are to expunge this debris.
Do you remain here out of spite? Or is this some futile attempt at competition? As you are so desperate to appear responsible, you'll be pleased to hear the cost of that fantastical funeral falls to you.
Miserly, uncharitable dastard! Picking and choosing what he inherits. Timber, very good. I'll try not to think of the coffin.
You reached a new milestone.
Oh, the houses cost 2. The scenarios, they only cost 1. Oh, that's a massive difference. So we need a lot more timber. We don't even have a ship. Oh my goodness. We are starting with nothing. Alright, we need to destroy that. Now I remember. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's going to take a while. But Anno is a nice game, so I don't mind at all.
See what slander Edvard prints in bright sands.
Samuel's child, is it? Thank heavens. I am so ashamed of every single word your uncle had me print.
Good tidings. 8th of January, Bright Sands. Edward the Savior, Mr. Edward Good, speaks of a bold new era for good sons, nobly bearing the burden. Terribly traitor brother dropped at his door. Traitor dies mysteriously in prison. Report Samuel Good couldn't face humiliation of a trial. Miserably few at funeral, still more than Judas ever deserved. Island sale calamity. Empire rocked by sale of strategic island prosperity. Young queen facing first major crisis thanks to Samuel Good's act of treason. Approved by, oh, of course, news approved by the wealthiest man. I've never seen that one happen in the history of humanity.
He twists every article in his favor at our and Father's expense.
We're taking every care.
Yay! Oh. I was about to say we need to wait.
Father wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a state. So let's gather our townsfolk and ask them to spruce the place up.
There are actually people who... Oh.
Now we have others for company, sibling.
There are actually people work... Oh, I love
It's
this.
been a hard day of
In
work
Anno.
for us all. We should cater
People
to our
working there.
tired, hungry people.
Hundreds of people just... doing something. Okay. So yeah, we're going to need fish.
It's going to be a long voyage.
We need more farm hands. Port-ho!
Right, that's it. The first episode of a new Anno gameplay that will probably take some time. I'm probably not even going to play all of it in one sitting. So maybe we're going to re-dive into Total War Warhammer or Spider-Man or some other games. And World of Warcraft will receive a new add-on soon. Maybe I'm going to re-dive into that. I stopped playing because of all, oh my goodness, the behavior of the Blizzard crew, the management. Sexual harassment and bad workplace. It's just, I didn't want to support them. So I'm going to take a look if that changed, especially since Microsoft's going to take over. And once that changes, I'm probably going to replay it. At least I'm probably even going into raiding a bit, even though we're probably not going to play hardcore style. So I don't want to waste thousands of hours, and it takes a lot to get into the end game content. But we're certainly going to play a bit normal raiding, maybe a bit heroic, and dive into the new add-on, especially since it's about dragons, and I love dragons. And Blizzard has always been great at making cinematics, and at least back in the day, stories. So let's see, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe what they came up with will be glorious again. I don't know.